Well, I guess we do take two. This video is going to be about religion and how it can impact clients that I work with and create some issues. Now, I'll start with my normal disclaimer of I'm not a fan of organized religion in general. However, we work with a diverse population, and it's never been an issue for me in the past, nor do I really feel it's an issue for me now. That being said, I have a particular client I'm working with who is a Jehovah's Witness. We all know Jehovah's Witnesses can be a little pushy. They go door to door. They are just not necessarily, in my opinion, my most favorite religion to deal with. Anyway, this particular individual is very into the church, which is also problematic because, according to family, the more involved with religion he is, the more symptomatic he is. He's bipolar 1, and he is hospitalized for the 4th time right now as a forensics patient. The last time he got brought in prior to this was because he crashed a BMW, took his hands off the wheel, said Jesus took the wheel, and ended up driving into a telephone pole. This time he was packed up for survival, said he got told that the apocalypse was upon us, and he was instructed by the divine to go south to a place of safety where he was going to hold up in the woods. Now, mind you, he is what we call a not criminally responsible or innocent by reasons of insanity in some states. The problem came to a head because he's been preaching up on the floor. He's been invading patients' rights because he has a captive audience there, and where he can't go door to door, he's basically taking it up in the psychiatric hospital. Probably not the best audience in the world to try and convert. Various reasons there. I'll let you guys ascertain where I'm coming from on that and figure it out. If you got questions, feel free to ask. I'm talking kind of fast and trying to get a lot of information out because these videos can only be 5 minutes, and I could talk about this guy for probably 3 hours. Anyway, this gentleman kind of put the icing on the cake. He had a peer that had passed away who he had known for some time, and as this is a small community, there was a memorial service held for him where patients and staff were able to go and kind of say their goodbyes because his peer had been with the forensics for probably 20 years, almost 18 years, something like that. So at the memorial service, he handed a flyer to the grieving mother about what happens to your body when you die according to the Jehovah's Witnesses. This was made a little more offensive to some of his peers due to the fact that this individual and his family are very Catholic. He denied the incident, got very upset when he was confronted about it. It was very upsetting to some of his other some of the other peers on the unit, and became problematic. So when I tried to speak to him about social boundaries and social etiquette, this just inflamed the situation, and he became very aggressive, very agitated, verbally escalated, posturing, all kinds of fun stuff. So he continued to not accept feedback particularly well and make a larger issue of the situation than it really needed to be. His opinion was social workers' only job is to do paperwork, and that there should be no reason to have this conversation at all, and that this is an infringement upon his rights, and that the hospital was violating his rights, and he knows his job. He knows his rules and his laws, and he wasn't breaking any. Now this is also on the back of him prophetizing about Jehovah to patients, taking flyers out into the community and distributing them when he goes on community outings, all that kind of stuff. So it's been a slow build-up where we've spoken to him multiple times about the behaviors, and it finally came to a head over this incident. So if anybody's got any questions, feel free to let me know. I gotta keep it short or I get docked points. So we're at the 5-minute mark. Enjoy!